Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. The only link left. Chapter 4. Revelations. We never got Mexican food, Masty. Guess I just have to cook dinner for you instead. Chloe wiggled free from her wife's arms, making special care not to pull the briquettes off this time. She adjusted her boxers, her t-shirt, took a couple of steps away from the living room, then turned back towards the love seat. Grilled chicken and veggies sound good, love. On the stove? I wouldn't change a single thing about you, Crow. But... Mass paused, raising her eyebrows with a freckled smirk. It would have been nice if you inherited your mom's cooking skills. Just saying. Her smile turned to figure a grimace, tensing for a potential retaliation comment or action. Hardy har har. Chloe rolled her eyes. There was probably a version of me somewhere that was a famous chef. Unlucky for your ass, I don't remember anything like that. Chloe slowly shook her head with pursed lips. Anyway, just for that, I'm gonna burn your food and make you eat it. She took her tongue out from behind her teeth and twisted her body around, disappearing to the other side of the partition and into the kitchen. The younger of the two giggled and repositioned herself under the covers. Never piss off the chef before you get your food, meanie mass. You never know what they might do to it. Her voice was partially muffled, but it was clear enough to be understood from where Mass sat. The fridge was open and then shut several times. Sound of summer wheel creaking, drawers rolling out, then back in. Cabinet doors being opened and closed came from where Chloe was preparing dinner. Max picked up her phone to see if Kay had replied to her text about Des going to the campus. A small bunny emoji with 2 thumbs up was the only response she received from her friend. She suddenly felt guilty she hadn't made plans with Kay Victoria in almost a year. Babe, Max called out, suddenly raising her voice so her wife could hear her over the sound of a hitting cigarette and invisible baby chop. Now that we have a couple weeks away from gallery appearances and shoots, let's make time to hang out with Kate and Vic. It's been a long time since we've seen them. Charlie's team can handle everything for a bit. Fuck! Chloe bellowed from the kitchen, stalling Mass for a jump. God damn it! This is bad, Mass! Lifting up from a whistling position, Mass nearly fell to the ground trying to untangle her legs from the blanket's restraint. As they hurriedly rounded the corner, she noticed Chloe with a once white, now pink, dish towel wrapped around her hand. Gripping the top area with her other hand, she was doubled over in pain, grunting and trying to catch her breath. Chloe! What's happened? Before Max could finish her question, her eyes stared downward to the kitchen island. An object she'd never seen in that form before rested calmly in a small pool of solid liquid. She recognized blue fingernail polish adorning the end of a dismembered piece of finger and her mouth gaped open in shock. Noticing a slight trace of the partial visit, Mask pushed away the sock and began to focus. Fuck, Mask! The taller of the two repeated through bald teeth. I bet you want to take a trip to the museum and have me missing the tip of my fucking finger for the rest of our lives. You rewind! A tiny voice in the back of Mask's head whispered, Don't use your power. But Mask took it away, knowing he would do anything for Chloe regardless of the cost. She immediately sets out her arm in reverse time. It was easy to find the sweet spot in her mind among the endless fields of gray. Despite having not rewound in years, she pressed down and her pulse radiated outward. She stopped the backward thrust and plugged the pulse as Chloe was opening the drawer and grabbing for the knife. As time returned to its normal forward flow, Mask put one hand on the silver wheel drawer and the other on her wife's whips. No, babe. Let me help you. Chloe hesitated, halting her movement and cutting her eyes left and right in suspicion. She settled her gaze on the brunettes behind her and squinted. You fucking rewound! Shit! What did I do this time? Well, Mask begun, voice slightly trembling. You cut yourself. It was bad. She released pressure on the drawer and had kept it set so her wife wouldn't handle or tame the instrument that led to a bloody knob. Chloe turned to face her favorite person. Damn! How bad was it? You completely severed your first knuckle. Mask gripped her partner's hands and held up her right one at eye level, using a pointer and thumb. The younger of the two whooped the tip of the finger that had been cut, bringing it to her mouth. Mask kissed it, then released her hold. She pulled Chloe in for a hug, and they stayed in each other's embrace for several minutes. What would I do without you, Master? Chloe moved her body back, and then craned forward, dragging her lips slowly across her lips. Two hands reached up and softly framed the blonde's face, pulling the kiss deeper. As time had resumed to its natural course, Master and Chloe enjoyed a nostalgic reminder of their heartfelt love. The rewind was once again proof of their connection at the deepest level. And the two felt their souls playfully tryst together like two kids in the backyard pretending to be pirates. Come, Elster! Further eyes her looked with the girl with a softened voice as she was playing in a small room inside the main building of the trust. I wouldn't disturb you if it wasn't important. But it just happened. The girl opened her eyes and shifted her conversation towards the elder. She took a deep breath and grinned, running fingers from both hands through her dark black hair. It's starting then. Yes, sister. Even though his whisper, the man's voice shook as he spoke. She stood from her knee and started for the staircase down the hall and through the chamber offices. Her closest confidant followed, trying his best to keep up with the girl's quickened pace. They descended down the stone steps and entered the room where the machine was connected. A slight vibration hum, radiating the table beneath. The detecting light blinked and the monitor indicated it was the final stages of locating the precise location of a time alteration event. Officer leaned in and analyzed the readings on the monitor. Titulation locked. She turned to meet the out-of-breath man who was just arriving to the machine room, gasping and slightly dripping. Does this mean we know where she is? Yes, the man struggled. If we and inhaled deeply, then released an airy breath in a steady control panel. Finally, calmer, the young elder continued. If we go to this point, see B, then we can end this. The rest belongs to the last name, Caulfield Price. We got her, sister. The abomination cannot be allowed to bring death to the world. The prophecy must not be fulfilled. I won't let it. Take 2 of our military men and a handheld device from the machine. The old man recommented. Go and save the world. Also puffed her chest and clasped her arms behind her body. That's the plan. I put one last check for Bison's in. This was confident the grinding she heard earlier wasn't something she needed to worry too much about. She planned to take it to be looked at in a day or so, but it should be fine until then. As she departed from campus, Steph looked over to the fence where she and Paul briefly spent time together. She felt a pit of regret in her stomach, as she desperately wished she had been cooler or funnier in that moment. It still blew her mind that the girl even remembered who she was from high school, let alone seemed to want to hang out with her. She imagined what the athlete's apartment would look like and how it would feel to be hated. Thoughts of her new friend bubbled through the biker's mind, and she decided she was in no hurry to return to her house. Plus, she knew her moms haven't been home together in a while, so she intended to give them plenty of alone time. Earlier, she walked in on them as things were clearly getting heated, and that was something she worked hard most of her life to avoid. Thus wasn't planning to push her bike to its limit, as she did previously, but she wanted to cruise around for a bit. She didn't realize, but the LED fuel light was on, indicating the need for fuel to fill up. Typically, she would flip the manual valve below the seat to open the reverse tank, but she was ready on the reserve. A trip to the gas station would be necessary soon. Thus wended her way around the curvy back road between her house and the school, heading towards the nearest convenience store, hoping she wouldn't run out of gas prior to arriving. Finally, seeing the small 4-pump station, she pulled her bike in and began fueling. The station had one of the last remaining manual pumps that was still in use. A regular cylinder was used for automatic payment, but she was still required to lift the lever in order for the fuel to be opened up. Once both tanks were filled, just pulled the lever back down to its window setting and hung the own in its designated spot. Hey! Solid just readily spun around, especially for the woman whose voice she just heard. The only person she saw was a man, through the building's window, standing behind the counter staring at his phone. Not being able to locate the voice's source, Dust decided it must have been the breeze whistling through the trees in the distance. Struggling it off, the blonde inspected her bike one final time, then hit the road, turning on a street that would lead her deeper into a rural area outside of town. About a half hour after beginning her mini-trip, the girl fell into her groove. She enjoyed everything about being on the road, and her mind was clear, and her heart was filling. Vibration of the vehicle loaded her into a Spanish sense of awareness. Every action becoming as automatic as breathing or breathing air. She navigated the world by feel, letting the subconscious part of her mind smoothly take control. Without direct consideration, she shifted gears, leaned, and rolled on and off the throttle. The sense of freedom unlocked her mind to think of other things. She was completely immersed in the experience, fully able to exist in the moment. Hey! The bike swerved from right to left as the survived driver was whipped from her entranced blissful state. She overcorrected once, moving to the other lane, then onto the shoulder. Thankfully, there was no oncoming traffic. We gained control and chugging the bike back past the right side of the middle lane. Just realized there were two arms now round her waist and a body behind and up against her. Des! Pulled over! We need to chat! Despite the cost promiscuity, the new passenger was forced to yell so Des could hear her over the sounds of the wood. She pulled into a small greenway area where one down the community playground Des recognized. It was surrounded by a rusty chain-link fence that was missing entire sections and spots. The grass was overgrown and the shrubs desperately needed a proper trimming. The strings were missing, leaving only bars where they once hung, and a dangling section chain that gently shrank in the wind. The once colorful and vigorous area now looked like a gray sail scene from a black and white movie. When the girl was much younger, she played on the jungle gym and strung on the strings, trying to fly as high as she possibly could. She hoped one day to go as high as she could touch the astral sky. As a kid, just wondered what it would feel like if she cupped her hand and stripped a piece of cloud for herself. She observed assumed it would probably feel the way cotton candy from the fail felt between her fingertips. She spent hours laughing, jumping, running, and enjoying the carefree pleasure of non-responsibility. Her moms would bring her there and take pictures as she played. One of Infree's most popular questions came from Massive's youth suits. That was years ago, and the neglected playground was now run down and mostly dissipated. As the bike came to a stop on the gravel path in a small parking area, the newcomer jumped off in the back and put two hands on her hips. She pivoted her torso and grinned. Nice to see you again. Damn it, Weasel! I swear to God, you're gonna make me work one day. Jess threw her hands above her head and tossed them forward. So, let's hear it. Why the hell are you here? Why do you insist on trying to kill me? Let's sit. The washer smiled and then bobbed her head towards the wooden bench that was angled towards the swing set, about 10 meters away. A single street lamp was positioned on the small pole beside the bench. It hissed and buzzed with an electric current that was attempting to turn on the busted bulb without success. Fine. The younger girl popped her bite on its kickstand and made her way to the bench. Walking beside her recent passenger, she noticed Rachel's eyes following her every move. And despite knowing the washer was there to help, it made her feel slightly uncomfortable. After sitting, Rachel tilted her torso to face Des with one hip and thigh on the bench and a leg tucked under the other. Then, the two locked eyes before a word was spoken. Just noticed the washer's irises were still a glorious tint of hazel. But now they somehow seemed cloudy with experienced agelessness. It was like she had lived 1,000 lifetimes, but still retained her humanity. The Red Streak Bond wondered if she would one day forget who she was and end up like the original washer. She heard terrible stories from her mother. I'm not gonna lie, Des. I don't have great news. Sort of figured that. If you're here instead of where you're supposed to be, shit's probably about to get real. Thus broke the graze and began to sail towards the westward swing set bars, fizzling with her jacket collar as he walked away. I am sorry about starting you. Twice now. I found a way to get here from my realm, but only when you're moving on your bike. We could have had this talk the first time, but probably would have been much better. Anyways, we don't have long, so I get right to it. I need your complete contention, Des. Weasel reached over and clutched the girl's hand. In doing so, he helped spin Des back around to face her. Weasel, I don't know if... Before finishing her thought, the watcher interrupted. I'm able to say what I need to say. That's it. Afterwards, you will have choices to make. Choices only you can make. Fine. First, I start with the part you're gonna hate. Like ripping a band-aid. I just say it. So, with a 99% possibility, if you go back to your house, you and your moms will be killed. You can't go home, Des. Wait, what? If you stay away, there's a 95% probability you will live, and a 50% chance both of your moms will too. What the fuck is happening, Weasel? Why can't I go home? Des's voice shuddered with frustration. You being hunted by the same group that wanted you dead as an infant. Right now, they on the way to confront Max and Chloe in hopes of getting to you. We can't let them, Des. It's the most important thing now. Without a word, the biker surgically pushed up to her feet. I gotta save them. I'll go back in time and warn them. She began stomping towards her bike when she felt an arm grasp her waist, halting her movement. No! You can't! Listen to me, Des. The woman stood alone in the center of the abandoned playground. They have a device that tracks time travel. This scenario can play out a countless number of ways. But not a single one ends happy if you go home. And if you go far back enough to kill them all before they receive their so-called prophecy, you risk sacrificing your own conscification. Which, of course, would mean the restoration of the multiverse wouldn't have even taken place. First, during your parents' era anyway. So, trust me when I say, you need to stay away. They have their own abilities and can manage by themselves. I hope. You hope? That's an only question. You're the goddamn watcher. Can you see if they be okay? I cannot. No watcher can see beyond what they can't understand. And I do not understand where they have to go. They totally disappear from any space I can see. What the hell does that mean? It means I don't know where they have to go, but they somehow leave every possible timeline I can see. Assuming they survive their encounter with the Zoroarks, Weasel were persuaded in and out of the view. Don't go yet! I have more questions. I can't say much longer. Suzuri cuddled both of Jess's hands in her own. You should imminently receive a phone call from your moms. As it stands right now, in 50% of those conversations, you will give them the information that will help save their lives. Remember your travels when you were restoring the multiverse. Something they've forgotten and tucked away will save them. Particularly Max. Now, me telling you that last part increases chances of their survival to 85%. Fuck, Weasel. Tell me what to do. If I tell you my preferred path, you will try too hard to stick to it, and you will die. Sorry to be so tense. God damn it. Weasel quickened her words. The last thing you need to know is this. You must come to my realm. There's so much you don't know about time, universes, and realities. As much as it pains me to say this, We have bigger problems than whether we save your mom's lives or not. I promise to always protect them, and I will always try, but this is bigger than anything we've faced before. If we're not successful, everyone's life will be lost. You have a gift that is needed to help me save the washer of buckwheat waked out of existence, disappearing on the breeze, or in googly fading outline of where she stood a moment prior it remained. Rachel, wait! Des called out, but her words wouldn't heard. Sealed at the dimming spot where Rachel left this reality for her own. She could feel the tingling energy poggles as she swept her hand through the area, shattering them like ashes until none were left. Hi everyone. This is Emily 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!